Spring is here. Let us bring in the new year, the absolute new year, not the old Gregorian new year, but April is here. So I want to bring forward some codes for you. Remembering who you truly are, deepening into the reflection of yourself, bringing in your light wisdom. I want to offer you some codes today for you to receive into moving into the shift from the 31st into the 1st of April. And it's interesting, isn't it, is that we could actually say, well, it's April's Fool's Day. Yeah, the fool's on us that we actually think it's the 1st of January that's the 1st. It's not, it's spring. It's the beautiful flowers that come out. It's the new, it's the new, it's the new. So let's invite the new in today as we align our energies and connect to the codes that are going to come through my heart and be expressed through me so that it will assist you on with your journey. You may find this a little bit strange to the ego mind. You may think it's a bit strange, absolutely. And so did I when I first started to express these codes. I didn't have a clue what it was all about. And as I sort of moved through the journey of it, I've understood what it is that I'm expressing. And I can't deny it sounds a bit weird, absolutely. But if you start to really start to surrender to the codes and know that all these codes are for you, through you, as this video has been presented in your perspective of reality, in your reality that you've brought in for you, whether you know it or not, these codes are for you. Okay, so come and join me in this video so that we can really bring in and amplify your energetic field. I'm starting getting some information coming in. As you can see, my body starts to switch off a little bit, in that it comes from the unattachment to my mind. My mind sits in here into the higher balanced mind with ego as I anchor myself into the original template of the earth system. So come and join me here in this celebratory phase of our journey as we really start to move into remembrance and igniting our inner wisdom within. And I'm starting to lose my words now, so let's start getting in with the code at So if you know my work, you know what to do. If you don't, just set your intentions, be empowered to receive these codes by breathing them into your heart, lung, and into your blood to upgrade your physical body and the energetic field, to align you to the greater aspect of yourself, to make space within you, to let go of all things through all time space that no longer serve you, and to bring in that beautiful star alignment, universal alignment, planetary alignment, multi-dimensional alignment into the original template of self, igniting the remembrance, the original template blueprint of why you came here in the first freaking place. Now come on, let's come in and be empowered. Focus in on the heart now. Remember, the breath is the bridging between reality's physicality and the esoteric. Breathe it in right down to the ruby red base. And I'm standing in this transmission. I'm going to push the energy out of my feet. I just invite you to do the same. Or if you feel more comfortable, be empowered to do exactly how you want to receive these codes. Bringing in the new. Thank you. Dan ano ko ia shukotaan e kwat en a kain ukula ka it in a kai itit in ta ka ita a man ok ano koi ish an to ko ina koi ana ka ite ne kwa ate na a man ano ko ishan to ko ono ko laki ite na ka ina a dan ana makola ki aton to ko ono mokola ko ishana kitene e man ano ko la shi kwat in na ka itu ko no loko ishana a dan ano ko la kitene e ton u fan ko tu bisi ba kitene e man ama ko la kitene e sho mo ko la kitene e man ama ko la kitene e sho makiata. Allow the body to adjust, especially around that neck. Da mio no ko la kia toto no ko la kia to ko ongo lo kusha le kitene e kwana te deresha. So moving the energy through the central column of light, rising you up to high levels of consciousness connection. Thank you. Dalaki ango laki toto baka isha naki tuna ula kusha naki tana akaya tataan. Man o baki onto ola baki na asha makitana a. Dan ana makula bakitana isha makitana isha na a. Man amalokusha makitana isha makitana ani misho bakitana a. Kada basha makula bakitana amokolaki ototo ono lukusha nakita de ish. Bankala basha makula basha martikita bakai tu kolo shama kiata da. Dana makiata, let go of the old, alakiata. Kola bashono kola kutikina o kala ocean to kola kukuni isha. Bankola bakiata na malakusha makita na isha nakite. Man ano kola kiata ta no bokola bakita na ansha. Dan alama kola kiata da. Kola basho bakone bardikti bakona bishaba giata to bobo shabakiata da. Lots of fire codes coming in, so remember to connect to the energetic flow. Not only just with the voice from your 5 senses, but the connection to the energetic field. Really just deepening into yourself, into your heart, expanding your energy, releasing yourself from the illusionary field, reclaiming back your sovereignty of light. Using your breath, your intentions of your mind, let go of your body now. Just focus inward, 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 inward. Expanding, expanding. Let that energy move through, and I'm just going to wiggle it down the body. Move it down the vessel into the heel, so we're running the line of energy down the back end, the subconscious mind, as it wiggles down the central column of light. That leo kia koi e tuku no kula ka I tiki ina kai tuku ulu kukukia tatata. Ko tuku no makola ki in tuka alaki e tuku no makai e tunu. Man ano ko laki atata ana kai e tene. Amaha. Just going to bring in this beautiful vortex of light around you. Visualize that as it highlights up into the central column of light. Allow it to settle, to settle, to settle, to settle. I hope that feels good for you. Go back in and repeat those codes again if you feel you need to. And remember, when your body starts to want to wiggle, it's a really good thing because we're moving the energy through. So I want to sort of like deepen into that and show you a little bit of a demonstration on my whiteboard about what it is that actually energetically that we're doing when these types of codes come in, and that we can deepen into our energetic field to have that alignment of understanding from the mind as we can visualize it into the deep realization of the energy moving throughout the body. So let's see what comes forward. Da kiandokolo manta e shan e kwan e ton o ranta a krakit inumagra bofra bekitena a. So here we have, oh, it's a bit, because I'm standing, it's a little bit higher. Yeah. So we're going to draw a picture down here of an individual in their own right, standing upon the earth and into the original template of the earth system. Okay, so we have the earth here, or Gaia. So here we have a beautiful being of light that is experiencing here on the planet. She's quite happy. She's in a little dress, summer dress, as it's coming into, well, we could say spring dress, with all these beautiful flowers coming up into renewal. All these wonderful things upon the earth and the little bunny rabbits and everything. It's a bit wobbly, look at that. Na, piano kola basi kon bakosha nakiatan tako olosha nakitana. So the energy is running down through the energetic field as you align it down into the head unit, down through the energetic field to the original template of being. Dana makiata, konemosho makiatan. Man on tuko oloshan tuko olokona, tete ena ka usho makiatan. Now, outside of yourself, which is actually inside of yourself, so let's just make that box bigger, is what we call a template. And within the template is where we can upgrade with code. So the energetic field that sits externally of you is in sits externally of you is in like a system of a Merkaba system. So it runs in like a triangulation with the head unit here, and then it also runs from this perspective also, as it runs up, and you've got this sort of Merkaba system that runs in the code formulation. So the body sits in the Merkaba system. Obviously a little bit more complex to that, but let's just sort of, let's sort of go into, the imagination of it, shall we? Da. So this template of understanding is where we place the codes. Now these codes are projected from the solar plexus area, and also we perceive it to be in the insight of mind. So this is the insight. This is where we perceive the reality to be, and this is where we can then visualize the interaction with the formulation of me working with you with code. We start to sort of see it as it is, with the energy flowing through us within this sense of a template that I'm working within. And as you breathe in the code, here down into lung, then you allow that energy to formulate and then move the energy down to this template, the solar plexus, and then upgrade the code. You perceive it to be here from this inner force of energy that runs up. So your central column of light is obviously vital to keep nice and clear, so that you can upgrade your system all the time with these codes that are coming in for you. But also, as well as the energy running from the heart into solar plexus, we also run it down to the earth system, so we can gather the intentions from the earth to make us sort of feel more comfortable with Gaia here upon the planet. So we draw up the energy from her also. So we're drawing the energy down from the universal system, and we're drawing it up from the earth as well at the same time, which is creating this sort of toroidal field of energy that rises up, and it also rises down, and it rises inside of ourselves, and it rises up, and it rises all the way through. So it rises all and clears and cleanses and dissolves everything that sits in the external perspective of self. But when we look into the internalization, meaning the physical body, we need to allow it to shift a little. And there she is. Now she's cleansed and cleared her energetic field, and she's feeling really at bliss state. And when she's feeling at bliss state, she knows that the energy is moving through her and around her, this beautiful energy. And then the reflection of all that is inside of her within this area here, within the center, is then of a free flow. And everything that is attracted into, magnetized into her experience, will hold that same experience of that vibration, because there'll be a resonance of energy that is running through your energetic field, and then you magnetize everything to you. It's enabling you to then start to move yourself through time space at a more free flowing perspective, but obviously taking action as we're drawn to take action. And it's important that this energy flow is incorporated into our daily practices of breath work and meditation and yogic practices, whatever it is that you actually floats your boat, whether it's going out on a boat, whether it's swimming, whether it's climbing a tree, whether it's gardening, whatever it is. It's being in the now moment enables you to really connect to the physical body through its five senses, but also energetically really connecting with the earth, with the elements, with your breath, with everything that's around you, with the universe, with the planetary system. All of this starts to then take shape and enables you to really sort of amplify the energetic field, so that you are rising through your ascension journey. But when we understand from a mind perspective, it becomes easier, because then the ego goes, yeah, I got it. This is where then we have the interaction with the ego, with the higher self. So we get this balanced state of being. So we balance the energy. with all that we are. We balance from mind perspective as it rises up, which is the ascension of the identification of self, and also higher self embodiment. So we bring our higher self in, we rise up into our balanced state of mind, and then we can then actually see everything coming together. This is a beautiful, beautiful journey, which enables us to really start to grow more into the understanding of, well, who am I? It starts to ignite the new beginnings, the spring-like charm of the new year. Dan antuk olo shantuk in ind and inda in anta kai an osh an o dan antugai shon oran oi dan antukai shokuyata man omba kuishan etan it anta eshan etan an ovron ba kaishan etan en akoi tukun ufrataka dan annaburan bakran sikuri bakrama koshanagi de amawra bakuri mishana me nan amakui eshana kite de anagrati shane dane shae vamo shamakitan ishamakoi sana salakite amogranata then amokuri shamakite na It brings in this beautiful joy feeling. I do hope that you are receiving these codes in this manner. I do hope that you are expanding into your knowledge of your energetic field and your esoteric self, embodying, bringing yourself into this embodied state. If I can do it and I've ignited into my mastery where I am being and I am seeing and I am being guided through this beautiful journey, walking through chaos, so can you. And believe you me, there are moments where I am in the depths of my deep core wounds, and that's okay. I honor them. I see them. I see that it is not who I am. I don't identify with it anymore. I allow myself to observe others as they present to me. And is there anything in that for me to see within myself? And with that, I can then move through into the depths of who am I, and ignite all of that beautiful remembrance so that I can then be who I came here to be and upgrade and evolve and la-di-da-di-da. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. So I thank you so much for joining me. If these codes have really sort of got into the depth of you and you want to work one-to-one with me, then that is a wonderful opportunity for you to come in and book in a one-to-one with me, or come and work with me on groups, which are amazing. And maybe even consider my Patreon, which will help you come into a sense of community, and where I also bring in a lot more information. And within that, I talk about playlists, with playlists of understanding, were like little mini courses, which is about central column of light, is about self-empowerment. There's some information in there also about a little mindful panda for your children to get online with all of that, to get them aware. So there's lots of lovely little goodies on Patreon that are coming through. And so join me in many other ways, or just like, subscribe here so that, and hit that notification bell to say, yes, oh, Nicola's posting. So I'm trying to post on a Monday and Friday, and trying to get more out there on my live streaming, which will come into more fruition as I'm going away for a couple of weeks to Portugal to align my energy. So I need to do some self-care also. So with all of this, just know that you're being supported by myself until you get to that place where you can let go of my hand and do it yourself, because that's ultimately where we want you to be. I don't want to take your power away. Ignite your own code, ignite your own practice, be empowered and sovereign, okay? Okay. Right, we've got this. So leave a comment, let me know how you're doing, and maybe just pop in the comments something to do with springtime, maybe flowers or sunshine or beautiful triangulated dresses or dragons or the only way is up. Just leave me a comment to know, so I know that you got to the end of the video. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. And I love you all, and thank you. And like and subscribe. I could do it this way, couldn't I? Yeah, like and subscribe. See you all very soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.